This is March Madness. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Swag Sorcerer coming at you with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. Today I'm going to be picking my bracket live, and I got the Vegas odds right in front of me to show you guys who Vegas thinks is going to win, which is usually pretty reliable. Vegas only cares about the money. They don't have bias. And let's go over the odds they have this year for the title. First, they have Villanova coming in with 5-1 odds, followed by Virginia, also 5-1 odds, Duke 6-1, Michigan 8-1, Michigan State 8-1, Arizona 12-1, followed by every other team, and then at the dead bottom, UMBC 5,001 odds. Of course, as they are 16 seed, so they don't have very good chances. So just off the Vegas odds, I'm going to go ahead and punch in Villanova straight to the big dance, number 1. And so let's go through the rest. UVA, of course, they have them going with equal odds as Villanova, but since Villanova tends to win more often, as they won the championship just 2 years ago, and Virginia tends to lose early, I'm going to take Villanova. Let's just go 70 to 65. Might be a good game, we'll see. And we have Duke 6-1 odds. We'll punch them in a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go through game by game in the first round, the plus minus for each in every game in the first round, and then we'll just make our picks based off that later. So we'll start in the South region, of course Virginia beating UMBC. Then we'll jump into 8 seed Creighton taking on Kansas State. Creighton is a 1.5 favorite, and they should beat Kansas State because I know that Creighton has not dealt with many injuries this season, and Kansas State has. So I'm going to punch them in to make the second round. Kentucky Davidson. Now this is a very interesting one. Kentucky isn't going super strong this season, and Davidson is only a 5.5 point underdog. I'm going to go ahead and give Davidson the W here. I'm going to put a couple upsets in here. That doesn't necessarily, of course, mean it will happen because nobody knows. But there's always 12 seeds beaten 5. In this game, Arizona taking on Buffalo. 2 words. DeAndre Ayton. He is a beast. He might go number 1 in the draft in the NBA this year. Buffalo's got no one to stop him. I'm going to pick Arizona to win that game. Miami versus Loyola Chicago. This is another interesting one. Miami is only a 1-point favorite against Loyola Chicago, so I'm going to go ahead and pick that as an upset. Next, we got Tennessee taking on Wright State. Tennessee is a 13.5 point favorite over Wright State. This should be a blowout for Tennessee, and they're the best team in the SEC. I would not be surprised if they blow out Wright State in this game. Next, we have Nevada taking on Texas. Nevada is a 1.5 favorite. I'm going to pick them. Next, we have Cincinnati taking on Georgia State. Cincinnati is a 16-point favorite, and Cincinnati is looking hungry as a 2 seed because they were vying for that 1 seed late in the tournament, late in the season. Let's go ahead and finish up this side. I'm going to pick Arizona, the safe pick, over Davidson. Usually 12 seeds win 1 game, but they don't often win 2. In the next one, Tennessee is a great team, and then Cincinnati, again, going to win that. I'm going to pick Tennessee to beat Cincinnati in the game, as Tennessee is one of the better teams in this tournament and they have a great backcourt. Alright, let's head over to the East. Virginia Tech taking on Alabama. Virginia Tech is a 2-point favorite. I'm going to take them in the game, as it is a decent point differential for an 8 or 9 seed. Usually those are even. So Vegas does see something in Virginia Tech over Alabama. Then we have 5th seed West Virginia taking on Murray State. I've heard a lot of rumors that West Virginia could lose this game as they are a 5th seed, and that's always prone to happen. But West Virginia actually has a really good defense, and they are not a bad team. They have a 9-point differential plus minus here, and they should dominate this game if everything goes to plan. Then we have Wichita State taking on Marshall. Wichita State has a great team, even with the FBI scandal that happened recently. Their team's still the same, and they are a 12-point favorite in this game. They should win it. And in this game, I'll pick West Virginia to win, as they have the best defense out of these two teams. I'll head down. Florida taking on a play-in team. It doesn't really matter who wins. Usually play-in teams don't make the second round. I'm just going to go based off of that. Then we have Texas Tech taking on Stephen F. Austin. Texas Tech is a 12-point favorite, and it would be very surprising if Stephen F. Austin was able to win this game. Then we have Arkansas taking on Butler. Butler is actually a 1-point favorite in this game, showing how overranked Arkansas is. Butler should win this game, as they are an underdog who is actually supposed to win the game. Then we have 2-seed Purdue taking on CSU Fullerton. Purdue is a 21-point favorite. They should have been the 1 seed in this bracket. Purdue is a very strong team with a great center. They should have no problem making it into the second round. Then we have Purdue taking on Butler in the next round. I'm going to take Purdue based off of what I just said. And in this game, I'll take Texas Tech, who have an explosive offense. In this game, I'll have Purdue making it on. Then in this game, I'll have Purdue making it on to the Sweet 16, taking on Villanova. And in that game, I'll take Villanova to win the game, as they are Vegas favorites to win the championship. And we'll head over to the West. Of course, a 1 seed will never lose to a 16 seed. Mark my grave. And Kansas will beat Penn, so I'm just going to fill that in over there. Missouri takes on Florida State. Missouri might have Michael Porter Jr., a potential #1 NBA pick, into the game. I'm going to take them to win the game if Michael Porter joins in. If he doesn't come back from that injury, it'll definitely be a Florida State victory. And we have Ohio State taking on South Dakota State. South Dakota State's defense is not great. Ohio State's offense is good enough. They should at least be able to squeak by South Dakota State in this game, as they are an 8.5-point favorite. Gonzaga is an 11.5-point favorite over UNCG, so I'm going to pick them to win the game here. Houston, San Diego State. Houston is a 3.5 favorite. I'm going to take San Diego State just on an upset alert. 3.5 points is not on much. Michigan, of course, one of the strongest teams in the tournament, as they are an 8-1 odds favorite to win a championship. They are definitely an underranked team in this tournament. Don't sleep on them. Texas A&M, Providence. Texas A&M is a 4.5-point favorite over Providence, but Providence has been on a recent surge, winning 8 of their last 10 games. I'll take Providence in this game based on upset alert. And then UNC, 8.5-point favorite over Lipscomb. I'm going to take them. In this matchup, I'll take UNC all day. Michigan, of course, and I'll take Michigan to beat UNC in that game. Ohio State, Gonzaga. Gonzaga is definitely an underranked team. I'm going to put them here, and then Xavier will continue on. But I won't put Xavier beating Gonzaga, as Gonzaga has 2 great forwards. I'm going to put them here. Michigan will win that matchup and head to the Final Four against Virginia. And let's head over to our final section, the Midwest. Seton Hall takes on NC State. Seton Hall is not a favorite in this game. They are both tied. There's no point differential, so it could go either way. I'm going to go Seton Hall just based on ranking, but it could go either way. Clemson takes on New Mexico State. Clemson is a 4.5-point favorite. That is it. That is the lowest of a 5 versus 12 seed favorite. I'm going to take New Mexico State based on that. It will definitely be a good game. Auburn takes on Charleston. Auburn is an 11-point favorite and should have no problem with Charleston. TCU takes on a play-in team. TCU should have the game just based on the play-in factor, but it could go either way if Arizona State makes it in. If Arizona State makes it in, I could see them beating TCU. Michigan State takes on Bucknell. They're a 13.5 favorite, and they have 8-1 odds to win the championship. I'm going to take them in that game. And then Rhode Island takes on Oklahoma. This is a pick 'em either way, no favorites. I'm going to go Rhode Island because Oklahoma has lost 7 of the last 9 games, and they're definitely overranked in this tournament. In that game, I'll take Duke. In this one, I'll take Michigan State. This one, I'll take Auburn. And then in this game, of course, I'll take Kansas. Kansas going on. And Michigan State going on. In the Final Four, I have Virginia taking on Michigan. Villanova taking on Michigan State. Both 1 seeds taking on 3 seeds. And then Villanova taking on Virginia. Both these teams with 5-1 odds to win the championship according to Vegas. And I'll take them that 70-65. You know what? I'm going to switch to Michigan playing Villanova. Still have the same winner. And I'm going to go ahead and submit that. This bracket will be up in my group, the Yi Gang. Go ahead and leave a comment with your email and I'll invite you to that if you want to join in. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know who you got winning the whole thing. Have a great day. Peace.